Hey guys, welcome back to Blaze Goddess Tarot. For today's pick a card reading, we are looking into what is next in love. You got pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Go ahead and pause the reading and pick the pile that calls out to you the most. Hi, pile number 1. If you chose the Let Your Friends Help You card, this is your reading. It says, ask for and accept support from others. So with this card, I feel like either you're going to have a lot of time with your friends, or there might be a friend that you think there's going to be a friend that kind of steps up and I feel like might have a crush on you. This is a general reading, so take what resonates. So we'll put your card up here and then we'll get into some tarot cards. So what's next in love for you? If you want to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at blazegoddess.com. What's next in love? You have the King of Pentacles. So someone is already popping up. What is next in love? 7 of Pentacles. Six of Wands. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Knight of Cups. And then the 3 of Swords. Kind of want to see what this 3 of Swords. What are the 3 of Swords? Got the 8 of Cups. Then you got the World card. Okay. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Swords. So yeah, someone is definitely going to stand up and communicate something. But you have the King. You got the King of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like someone is already kind of meant for you on the path that you are on currently. Like, I feel like you're going to be at the right place at the right time to meet the person. If this is a new person, for some of y'all, I feel like this might be kind of like an ex situationship. It might not be like an ex, but it might be like something that kind of didn't get off like on the right foot, or it just didn't get like expressed to the fullest, like something that's not like something that's unfinished, circling back around. You got the 7 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. And the 7 of Pentacles to me is kind of like a waiting kind of card. Like waiting for the fruit to kind of get like, for it to be ready to harvest. So I feel like there's a particular somebody that's kind of like waiting on the right time to approach you. And that you kind of have to be patient and kind of like look at the things you already have. And bring more love into the things you like do every day, the things that you know, the things that you already have. And I feel like this, the reason I say this is like, I feel like an unfinished kind of situation is because you got the 6 of Swords clarified by the 3 of Swords. I mean, the 6 of Wands clarified by the 3 of Swords. So, like, the 6 of Wands talks about, like, being abundant, you know, having success, being recognized by society, you know, kind of also being like a leader and having victory. But then the 3 of Swords is like heartbreak, you know, kind of like denial. And then, like, to clarify that, you have the Wheel. I said the Wheel. You have the World and the 8 of Cups. And the 8 of Cups talks about like walking away from things that no longer serve you, that are no longer for you. And then you have the World card, and that kind of talks about like completion and all this and that. So like, I feel like for the majority of y'all, this person that's coming in is kind of like, you may have already gave them a chance and you might have been like done with them. and they're just basically going to circle back around. Like, you might have friend-zoned somebody, like with their friends. That your friends help you. Yeah, I feel like you might have friend-zoned somebody, and they're coming to, like, spin the block again. Let's go ahead and get some oracle cards. What's next in love? You have wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. So yeah, like someone's coming back, like within union. Oops, you got one that fell on the floor. You have boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, and closure issues. Yeah, again, like this is kind of like an energy of like things never really progressed and now it is with a certain somebody. And then at the bottom of the deck you have the sword and rose, clarity, truth. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like someone might have stepped into their power, or you stepped in into your power, and now they want to come back. Like now they kind of like recognize their feelings, and now they want to come back. Let's see what else is coming in love. What is next in love? You have joyfulness. And then pleasure seekers. So yeah, you definitely have a lot of people looking at you. But I feel like it's just one particular somebody. Yeah, and then you have surprise. So I feel like somebody's going to come and like surprise you, or like they're going to tell you some type of truth and you might not like, or it might surprise you how this all turns around, or like what they got to say might like really surprise you and kind of realize what y'all need to kind of move things forward. And like you have the wedding rings and then joyfulness, so I feel like coming together with this person is going to make you happy and y'all are going to have like happier times. What is coming in love? What's next in love? You have big happy changes. What is next in love? Look for a sign. Yeah, because it's like right moment type thing. Like if you're seeing like angel numbers or like anything like that, yeah, you got romance. So definitely someone is coming in. You're definitely going to have some type of, and you also got yes. So if you're already thinking about that particular somebody, then yes. Because like with the look for your sign, like if you see angel numbers or there's a particular type of bird, there's something that really gets your attention and makes you kind of like stop and think about things, and that's your sign. Like that means you're right, like on the right path. And like certain angel numbers are going to let you know, like if you look them up on Google, put in the angel number, put angel number meaning. You can also put angel number meaning love, and it will pop up different messages, and it will help you. If you're not already on the right path, it will guide you onto it, and it will let you know if you need to keep going or switch it up. So I feel like just be open-minded to any type of signs you're seeing, but you're definitely having like some type of big change when it comes to romance, like especially if you are waiting on a particular somebody, or I feel like if you didn't want this particular somebody, then you do at least still have other people. Like with the pleasure seeker, like this is multiple people. So if this person is like telling people about you, then they're definitely like there's 3 people in both of these. So you might actually have like 3 options right now. Yeah. Trying to make sure I got all the messages. But I do definitely feel like you're definitely going to meet somebody and y'all are definitely going to hit it. I feel like this person's going to trigger you just as much as you trigger them. And it's going to make you want to walk away from things that aren't good for you anymore. Things that are kind of like holding you back. But with like the Seven of Pentacles, I definitely feel like this is like a be patient kind of energy. And you will attract it. Like doing your day-to-day life is what's going to bring it in. Because you are getting attention from everybody else. You may not see it. But there is a lot of people that's kind of like looking at you and everything like that. But I do feel like there is a particular somebody that is like waiting on the right timing to move in. And zodiac signs could go for earth signs. Because of like Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. There's also Cancer, Gemini, Aquarius. But I feel like it's more earth signs. Alright, pile number 1. Thank you so much for watching. If this reading resonated, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at blazeguys.com. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a great day. Bye. And pile number 2, if you chose the wedding card, this reading is for you. This card says the situation involves marriage. So if you're already in a relationship, then y'all are definitely going to evolve into the next phase of it. This could also talk about some type of union, some type of like just commitment, like y'all could be getting into a relationship or just some type of commitment is what I'm feeling. Like it doesn't have to be like actual like marriage. But let's go ahead and get into some tarot cards. Ooh. Okay. It bent my cards. Look at that. This reading has to be good because I'm already dropping stuff and everything like that. And I know it's the last day of Mercury retrograde, but come on now. Alright, let's try this again. If you would like to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at blazegoddess.com. But let's not waste any more time and get into what's next in love. You already have cards dropping in the floor. And I also found a crystal that fell on the floor. So, is this upright or reverse? Upright, okay. So, you got 7 of Wands. I'm going to put this up here, too. What's next in love for pile number 2? You have Queen of Cups. Eight of Wands. Two of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. And then the Moon. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Cups. So with the Page of Cups, I feel like there might be kind of like lighthearted energy. This card, this heart keeps getting in the way, so I just want to show you guys. It kind of reminds me of like the root chakra. Energy, stability, comfort, and safety. That actually, I really feel like does resonate with you guys. Because I feel like you might kind of feel kind of feel guarded. Kind of feel like you have to like fight for yourself. And you might be kind of like indecisive when it comes to love and everything like that. But I do feel like you are working on yourself. But if this crystal calls out to you, you can purchase these crystals at blazegoddess.com. The link is in the description. But you have the Seven of Swords and Seven of Wands and the Two of Swords. So, like, the Seven of Wands talks about being guarded and really standing your ground. But it can also talk about being cornered. And then you have the Two of Swords, which talks about, like, being indecisive, not really making a move, you know, being ready to make a move, but not really doing anything about it. And I feel like you might get to the point, like, where you just start getting kind of, like, defensive and you rather just not even, like, really, like, encounter other people. But, like, at the same time, like, with the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like you are working on yourself. Like, you're working on, like, opening yourself up and becoming nurturing again. You might realize, like, you gotta learn how to attract more things and open your divine masculine and divine feminine energy. I feel like it's more divine feminine energy. You might be in your divine masculine way more than your divine feminine, and I think it's common for you to kind of like open your divine feminine up. I feel like everything that you're doing right now is leading you onto the path of having somebody, though, because this is more of like you're just working on yourself and it's attracting more types of love. Like, it might be like self-love or just loving like your little projects every day. Like, it could just be any type of love that's coming in. And then you got like the Eight of Wands and then the Moon card. And in particular in this deck, like, it reminds me of like with the tornado, I feel like everything's kind of like chaotic and kind of like fast paced, and you might not be really keeping up with your emotions as much, and like fears, doubts, and confusion might be getting in your way. And I think you're finally starting to look inward and starting to really like work on yourself, like I said. Like, I feel like you are definitely like kind of like waking up and stepping into your power and everything like that. I'm so sorry. But let's go into your oracle cards. I'm so sorry if you heard my dog in the background. So you already have some cards that fell on the floor. So you have camera, reminiscing, keepsake, preference, learn from the past, and make memories. So again, you might be going like within and really like working on yourself, like learning from the past, you know, realizing that you have the power to make more memories and that the past doesn't define who you are, and that it definitely doesn't mean that you're not worth investing in. Like, you're starting to realize like more of your power, more of your worth. You also have addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. So I feel like you might start realizing that you might need to become more independent and start, like, you might also realize that you might have been like codependent on relationships and your love life and all this and that. Like, you might have obsessed a little too much on finding love, and that it kind of like weighs you down. Like, you feel like if your love life's not like where it needs to be, then your whole life is at jeopardy type stuff. Like, you might feel like you're kind of stuck and not finding love. Like, you just are getting really tired of it, like I said earlier. And then you got self-indulgence, focus on self-work, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. Yeah, like, you're definitely like learning your worth, realizing like all your values, realizing like that you're 100% worth it regardless if anybody else can see it or not. Like, you're worth investing in, you're worth taking time out of your day to talk to, you know what I mean? Like, and you do deserve like the finer things and everything like that. What's next in love? You have old woman. You have hope. And then you have Messenger. Okay. So I do feel like something is going to come in and it's going to have you have a little more hope. Then you also have Reunion. So I kind of feel like you're going to get to the point where you're going to be kind of like really mature. You might get some type of advice from an older woman, or an older woman is playing like a role in your life right now. But I feel like if that's not the case, then I feel like the majority of y'all is like, you're going to get to a point where, regardless if you're feminine or masculine, you're definitely going to get to the point where you're like wise. You're going to be intelligent when it comes to like people in general. Like, you're going to know like what you're worth and what you're not worth. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to realize that you can still have hope regardless. Like, even if your past doesn't seem like the best, you can still have hope. And I feel like with the Messenger card, like, you might end up getting some type of message and it's going to like give you so much more hope. It might even like lead to a reunion. But I feel like what's next is that you have to go through all this healing and get into like the energy and on the path that you need to be for something to come in. Ooh. This is upright or reverse. Yeah, see, it's knocking my stuff over now. Alright. So you have romance and reverse. So I feel like there is romance on your pile. It's just being delayed right now. Like, again, you have to go through this step to be able to get it. You have forgiveness. And then you also have no. So I feel like you kind of have to say no to some type of reunion or something like that. Yeah, you have in the near future. So I feel like something is going to happen in the near future, and it's going to like kind of like test you. And it's going to test you in a way like, can you say no? Like, if someone is like overrunning your boundaries, then you need to speak up and say no. Like, you're not going to do this. And then like you also need to stop like allowing yourself to like start telling yourself no too. Like, if you're sitting here saying like, oh, I don't want to do that, you know, I don't want to step out of my comfort zone, say no, like, I want to step out of my comfort zone. And then it's also like with the forgiveness card, like learning from your past and stuff like that. Like, you're going to have a lot of forgiveness and kind of like forgive things from your past to be able to transform and be the person that you need to be to attract the person that will lead you into like a reunion or a marriage material. But I do definitely feel like you're gonna have to put in some more work into yourself before something pops up for you. Like, you're gonna have to kind of go back into your memory and realize like kind of what you need to realize about yourself. Like what triggers do you have? What lessons do you still need to learn? That type of energy. Alright, pile number 2, thank you so much for watching. If this reading resonated, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell. You can book a private reading with me at blazegoddess.com. The link is in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye! Pile number 3, if you chose the religious factors, this is your reading. It says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So I feel like with this, what's next in love is that you're definitely going to be enlightening somebody, and somebody is going to be kind of like in your energy to learn something from you, or you're going to have to learn something from them. But we're going to go ahead and get into your tarot cards. If you would like to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at blazegoddess.com. What is next in love? You have the 9 of Swords. Chariot. Judgment. Ten of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. And then the Five of Cups. And then at the top of the deck, you have the Ten of Swords. I felt really called to pull the top card, so we're going to keep that right there. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Cups. But I feel like something small is starting to brew up for you guys. I feel like all of the stress and the worry you have about like the future and the commitment and just being able to find something stable and committed and just lifelong. I feel like you're going to be kind of like stressing over nothing. You might be stressing over like, you might have thought somebody was like the one. And you might be kind of like stressing out, like, oh, what's next if this person isn't like my future? And Spirit wants you to know, like with the Chariot and the Ace of Wands, like you are going to have victory. It's just going to be somewhere else. Like you still have like this brand new passionate beginning. It's just going to look a little different than what you thought it was going to look like. You might have thought it looked like one person, but it's definitely going to look like a different person. And then you got Judgment and the Five of Cups. So it kind of makes me feel like whatever happened, like, you're basically crying for nothing, and I get it. Like, I know, like, hurt feelings is hurt feelings, but Spirit wants you to know, like, yeah, you had to leave somebody or someone had to leave you, but it's, like, them just playing their part, and they actually have something, like, way better for you. Like, look at that whole party she has, like, behind her. Like, as soon as you stop looking at this certain person or this certain situation or just your past in general, you're going to realize that there is something way better out there for you. And I feel like the Ten of Swords is here basically saying that you have had like a bad like breakup, or you definitely been like kind of like stabbed in the back, but it's basically saying like that person that got away is not like the right person for you, and they definitely was the one that kind of like backstabbed you and did you wrong. And Spirit wants to say that they basically really took this person out of your life for the better. But I feel like that's the overall message, but I don't really... They're basically saying that something is way better there for you. But what is this better? Yeah, let me collect all the cards. These are basically saying, like, you know, with the King of Swords right here, there is definitely a better masculine out there for you. A masculine energy. So, since that person, that situation, the past, all of that, since that's over, what's coming in? Because that was more of like, realize that there's more coming in, but what is that more? Ten of Wands. What is that more? What is more coming in? The Star. Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to start high, like putting your standards kind of high and making it kind of like hard to get to you. But I feel like you got the Two of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Seven of Wands. Yeah, you're kind of like defensive, but it's like you're going to be coming from like a sense of your worth. Like you're going to definitely know like your own worth then. Yeah, there's the Empress. Like you're going to hold yourself higher than you did before. And especially with the Star card, like you might realize like you might need different things. Like you might realize like what you need versus what you desire versus like what you want, like that type of stuff. Like you're gonna like make a list of like what you want as somebody and all this and that. Like you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna realize like if you're hurt over somebody right now, once you see clearly, you're gonna realize that their qualities you did not like in a person, and you just like their attention is what I'm feeling. And that's going to kind of make you realize like, oh, I do need to set my standards higher. You know, what do I really want in somebody? Like, what's my absolutely no, like, red flags, like, stuff like that. Like, you're going to start realizing, like, what you're going to put up with and what you're not going to put up with. Let's go ahead and get into some oracle cards. What is next in love for pile number 3? You have abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude, bliss. Yeah, you're going to definitely start realizing what you want, and then you're going to manifest it. You just got to get into a more positive mindset and kind of be grateful for what you already have. And also kind of be grateful of what you kind of been through, because you kind of need to go through that to get to the point where you are now. So you have heartbroken in reverse. It also fell on the floor. So this is kind of like saying, like, you got to kind of heal. But the card says deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning. So with it being in reverse, I feel like it's definitely saying, like, to basically heal and realize that it was meant to be, and that the right person wouldn't have screwed things up, and the right person wouldn't be making you feel some type of way. You also have wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. So I feel like you're going to realize what, like, marriage material is. And, like, once you realize who it is, like, not really who it is, but, like, who you, like, personalities you desire, like, genes you desire, like, stuff like that, like some type of test that you're going to put people through, and it's going to make you realize, like, if they're worthy or not, and you're going to be able to, like, navigate through people like that, you know what I mean? Like, then you got the sword and rose, clarity, truth, revelation, solitary, force, honor, protection, power. So yeah, you're going to be stepping into your power. You're going to start realizing, like, what you want. You're going to see seeing situations clearly. At the bottom of the deck, you have karmic relationships, fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. So yeah, you're going to be letting go of a lot of stuff, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of, like, relationships, and it's only going to be, like, for the best. Like, you're definitely going to be able to see clearly. You're definitely going to be able to know more about yourself, and not only know more about yourself, but you're going to have the power to, like, bring in any type of, like, any desire you want. You're going to bring it into any type of abundance. Then you got faithfulness. Yeah, you're going to have somebody that's just as faithful as you. You're going to realize that you're going to realize who's there for you and who's not there for you. You're also going to realize, like, who you should be faithful to and who you shouldn't. That type energy. Consistency. Yeah, I just feel like these are, like, qualities that you kind of need in somebody. And I feel like universe is kind of calling, like, whoever kind of, like, did you wrong and made you into this type of energy. Like, they're calling that person out. Like, I feel like they might have, like, didn't treat you right. You also have a servant. So this person might have not, like, served your highest good, and that's why universe kind of pulled them out. Yeah, you also have death as well. So something had to end for something else to open, and I feel like the universe is really serving, like, a blessing in disguise. You also have pleasure seekers. So I feel like a lot of people, I do feel like a lot of people are looking at you, like, a lot of people are recognizing you. But I feel like you are eventually, like, you might kind of also kind of look for somebody. Like, you might work on yourself, but still, like, keep your eye out for somebody. Somebody that's going to serve, like, the highest good, like, your highest good, and someone that could be consistent and faithful to you. You have look for a sign. Yeah, you might start realizing, like the sign might be, like, in personality type wise. Yeah, get more information. Yeah, you're going to do more research up on yourself, and you're going to realize kind of, like, what you want and just more information on yourself. And then there's something better. And then you also have wait. So you still have to be kind of patient. Something is still coming in for you, and you do still have to kind of, like, be patient with yourself and get through this, because I feel like you're definitely going to have to get past this energy for you to be able to have something brighter in your future. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have meditation brings answers. So really, like, focusing on yourself and looking inward is definitely going to bring more positive results to you. And then like religious factors, I feel like this was basically saying like your love life is being affected by your spirit guides so much right now. Like they're taking people off your path and putting people on it. Like if one person is doing you wrong, then bye. Like then you're gonna get somebody that treats you better, who's gonna be better, like actually serves you and actually will provide better for you and be consistent and be faithful. Like this person is gonna have your back. But alright, pile number 3, thank you so much for watching. If this reading resonated, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell. If you wanted to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at blazegoddess.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!